Hello Wolves, so today we'll be talking about my top 10 favourite Marvel movies of all time. I'm going to go from 10 to 1 because doing it the other way will be a bit anticlimactic. So I'll talk a little bit about the films, why I like them, stuff like that. And I would like you guys in the comments to leave your top 10 films. Okay, so number 10, Doctor Strange. The actual visuals and the effects and stuff in this film were stunning. I mean, it was something unlike anything I'd ever seen how they did it, and I thought it was amazing. I thought the storyline was a bit tired and used. I thought the actual effects of the film were amazing, and after a while I did get used to Benedict Cumberbatch not being Sherlock Holmes, so that was a plus. Number 9, Age of Ultron. This film is very critically panned. A lot of people don't like this film. I like this film because it introduced Scarlet Witch, and she's one of my favourite characters, although they don't use her to her best of her abilities at the moment. They also killed Quicksilver, which I thought was pointless. They could have kept him around for another film then killed him. I mean, unless Aaron Taylor-Johnson didn't want to be a part of the main universe, I don't know. But they tried to hit home with a death that would have made us sad, but doing it to a character we've only just met didn't really work. Like, I felt sad for Wanda because it's her twin brother, but apart from that I was a bit like, oh, I can see him in X-Men. Number 8, Infinity War, the bloody film that tore out everyone's hearts and spat it back up and then ate it again and shat it. Lovely image. When I first watched it, I kind of knew what was going to happen. I'd been trying to stay off the internet and stuff about Avengers, which is hard anyway for me, try and not spoil it, but stuff got through and I knew some deaths were going to happen. I'm not going to say what deaths because I don't know if you guys have seen the film yet, but let's just say the last one got me, so did the first one to evaporate into dust. Yeah, he got me, or she got me, and overall it just made me upset. I know that it's going to be like retconned in the next film, but still, it made me upset. Number 7, Civil War. The big fight between OG's Captain America and Tony Stark. I did like this film. I like that Bucky was pretty centre of it and that like he volunteered to go back under. I liked, but I didn't like the fallout. I knew it was happening. Civil War. I knew Cap was gonna maybe die as well, which was something I had to prepare myself for. But I don't know. I just didn't. Reading it is different to seeing it, especially when you know that they're good friends in real life. And it's just a bit heartbreaking. Not as heartbreaking as in Infinity War, obviously, but heartbreaking nonetheless. Number 6, Avengers. I hated Avengers when it first came out. Oh god, don't kill me. I don't know why. I think it was because it was played so often. Like, I loved it when I first saw it, and then it was on ITV and BBC like every week, like The Hobbit and Harry Potter is now, and it just got repetitive. And I even remember going to school once and we had a PE lesson and it was raining and they said, you can watch a movie instead. And someone was like, oh, I've got the Avengers, let's watch that. And I remember just going, no, please don't put it on, please don't. But because it hasn't been shown for a while and I rewatched it the other day, I do love the film. It's just because it's played so much. It's like a song. There's a song you like, you just replay over and over again until you hate it. So I gave this a 6 because it's the OG, isn't it? Original Avengers. Gotta have a place in my heart somewhere. Number 5, Iron Man. The original OG. Tony Stark. There's not much to say about this film other than it's what created the MCU. And I love it. And I love Robert Downey Jr. So. Number 4, Spider-Man Homecoming. I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was like the perfect story for Peter Parker. It wasn't too big of a villain, it wasn't too small, it wasn't Green Goblin, which is always nice because they always seem to go for him, and it was something new. it wasn't an origin story, which is always amazing when they do reboots. And I really loved it, and I thought it was funny, which is something that you need to have in the MCU at the moment, especially Infinity War. Like, it's so dark. I want the next one to be a bit lighter, to settle my heart a bit. Okay, number 3, Black Panther. This film is amazing. It's so good. I first watched it with my brother because we bought it on DVD, because I didn't go and see it in the cinema, unfortunately. And I remember just watching it and being like, whoa, like a little 5-year-old girl going like, whoa, it's so cool, that's awesome, how did they do that? It was just amazing. The effects were amazing, and the storyline was amazing, and the fact that they've given us a new superhero but have not done not really an origin story, because he was Black Panther in Civil War, and they showed us there was this, I can't even talk about it, it's so good. Number 2, Captain America the Winter Soldier. This was one of the first Marvel films that I remember rewatching a couple of times. And it's not just because of Bucky, because I have an obsession with him. No, it's because it wasn't just a superhero film. It was interesting, and that sounds bad, but they had subplots, and they had about Hydra taking over S.H.I.E.L.D., and it's just like, oh cool, like Captain America's gonna save the day, but he gets knocked down a bit first. A lot. Like, you know, Nick gets shot, he sees Bucky, and it just, I love that film. And number 1 is the latest Thor Ragnarok. It was amazing. I know some people complain because of the comedy in it was too much for I can't say that, I can't say his name properly, okay, don't take the mic. It always sounds like I'm saying the number, I'm not, I swear. I thought it was perfect. Like Chris Evans himself, he said that Thor was too serious. They'd done that in the first 2 films, they needed to do something new in this one, and they did, and they delivered, and it was the best one out of the trilogy, and it's one of my favourite Marvel films, so congrats Chris Evans, made it on my list. Like, that's a big achievement. Of course, there are new Marvel films coming out, and this list will change over time, and some of them will get knocked down, some of them will get knocked up, and that sounded weird. The list will change, is what I'm trying to say. So comment down below your list. You can do like your top 5 if you don't want to do top 10. Like this video if you liked it, or thumbs down if you didn't like it, your opinion. Leave that comment down below, subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye little wolves.